Entertainment presents Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast with your hosts, Bob, Katie, and Jay Schmidt.
Welcome to week 8 of the NFL season.
Yes, sir.
And this is week number 8 also of Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, shocking.
Very
Shocking.
sad week 8.
Yeah. Didn't bode for any well for either of us.
No.
Both felt like we both had backup quarterbacks. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I don't have any excuse to say
Yeah.
mine was worse. I was going with mine was worse, but I don't know if we actually have that. I don't have the ability to say that. I don't know. Because at least Kansas City's got better talent than Jacksonville does.
Yeah, most of them weren't playing, but oh well. Whatever.
Yeah.
It was kind of a trap game anyway going in. So
Buffalo's season's been a trap season. We're going to come back next year. Well, as we said, it's week number 8.
Mm-hmm.
And, let's get things started with that Thursday night game. I think we both nailed that one. Seattle
yeah,
over the 49ers.
pretty much trumped them.
20-3. Yeah, that was pretty much a beating.
Seattle went back to their old style of just running Marshawn Lynch and actually playing defense. So
I think that was one of them actually playing defense.
yeah,
Yeah, the 49ers I just don't think they have the talent right
Yeah.
now. They lost so much.
yep,
Nobody can. The amazing thing is they're so freaked out about it and all this. Oh my God! In San Francisco, you all said they lost all their talent, which they did, and now you're complaining. It's
yeah,
be lucky they are with they're getting any kind of wins.
yep.
Well, the second game, Buffalo 31, Jacksonville 34.
And
Yeah, this is the music for today. Yeah. Ugh.
in merry old England, it was not so merry for the Bills, unfortunately.
Yeah. In the end, I'm putting this with the Giants game as the referees cost us the game
Yeah.
because of the phantom pass interference call. But in the end, we dug ourselves a hole because E.J. Manuel had the worst second quarter ever known to man. And that killed us.
Yeah.
And that killed us. They have the week off, which they're going to get healthy. Tyrod's supposed to be back, and I have no faith in any of them at this time. And that's John, by the way, walking through the set.
Hey, John.
Okay. Yeah, you do realize that we were on video, too. Wave to the camera, John.
Okay.
Wave to the camera.
All right.
Hey. John decided to join the podcast for a moment. But, yeah, I just have no faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just completely down and out on this season. I don't know what's going on with the defense.
Yeah.
Exact same people, and we just can't get it done.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville's one of those teams that can surprise people too this year too. So
Are they going to start to be pesky?
Yeah, I think so. They're getting into that category.
That's Jay's word of the season, pesky.
But well,
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of pesky, the Browns 6, the Rams 24.
yeah, they weren't pesky this week.
No.
That's the first time probably all season they've been blown out that bad. But
Yeah.
the Rams are good.
The Rams are up and down.
I mean, overall they're a pretty good team. Solid defense, and that Todd Gurley.
Oh yeah, he's lifted them.
Yeah, made a big difference in that offense.
Now if they could get some quarterback play,
Yeah.
they'd have when they're ahead, they just run him. But they can't come. They have no
Yeah.
they're not a danger.
Yeah, they're
if
not explosive by any
Yeah.
means, but they got a solid defense, and I don't know if they can
the
keep it up. They're one of those teams that are kind of.
Is Manziel starting this week?
I'm not sure about that.
Or
I don't know. I heard some chatter about him, but I know that was.
Or is he still arguing with his girlfriend on the side of the road?
I don't know. Who knows? He's a mess.
Yeah, he is. He can't catch a break.
Yeah. He's got to grow up a little.
Yeah. Texans 26, Dolphins 44.
Yeah. Wow. man, Miami's just exploding all of a sudden.
We'll see how well they explode this coming week.
Yeah,
This will be the test Thursday.
Yeah, it will be. But
You know what I mean?
that new coach there's got him.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell's got him fired up, at least the last couple games.
Well, because they've spent all these years under Philman, who looks like he's just kind of
Yeah.
like, hey, guys, let's go play a game.
But they're...
This guy's a little bit more fiery, I
I
think.
guess, yeah, and the team buying what he's selling, obviously. So,
Yeah, and the Texans...
yeah,
Man.
I don't know about them.
they're not even pesky.
No. No.
They're not even posing
Yeah.
a threat.
Yeah.
Jets 23, Patriots 30.
Yeah.
Jets had the chance.
They did.
They had it there.
I was watching that score during my game the whole time. Boy, that was...
Yeah. They had it there. It was,
had a shot.
in their grasp, and then they do what the Jets do.
Yeah. Yep. They are in New England, too, to keep it that close. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah. Steelers 13, Chiefs 23.
Hit it, Bob.
There it is. I
Blown
told you.
opportunities is all
I told you right
have to
before we started this podcast.
Yeah.
I thought the Steelers won
Yeah.
until today. Until I went down the scores, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Son of a bitch!"
Yeah, they that was a trap. I think they're looking ahead to this week maybe, and
Because they
without
were ahead
Ben-
most of the game, weren't they? Were they ahead most of the game?
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. Ahead.
But it was really close, though.
It was
most of the game.
tight. They held them to field goals defensively. They they kept them out of the end zone. They held them to field goals. Right from they got down to like the 3-yard line and had a nice goal line stand, held them to a field goal. But 3 turnovers that ended up killing us. The one I can't say they're all Landry Jones's fault. The one was a little. It was kind of a tough throw that he made, and the guy made a great leaping grab. Second one was a deflected pass.
Oh, yeah, those shouldn't be
Antonio
a
Brown,
quarterback.
which that doesn't even happen that often, but that was kind of a weird carom off Antonio Brown. The guy caught it, and then third one was late in the game. He got sacked, fumble. But what are you gonna do? We went.
It wasn't Kansas City. I mean, you're going into Kansas City,
It's
which
always
regardless
been
is a hard place to play.
Always been, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for us, the Steelers. Every time they go there, it seems like they lose, no matter how good they are. So
And so and there's now they're saying there's a good possibility, like 75% possibility Ben's going to be back this week.
he'll be back this week.
So
As much as they keep deflecting and saying, "Oh, they're not sure," so he's playing this week against the Bengals.
they're playing that old
Yeah.
Bill Belichick thing. Maybe not. I don't know.
So
Bucks 30, Redskins 31. Redskins pulled it out.
yeah. I think they were behind most of the game, right? If I
It was a
remember that, right?
24-point comeback.
Yeah, right. That's okay. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Kirk Cousins is walking around like he's a god this week.
Yeah, you went 33 of 40 for 317. That was
For
pretty
him,
much-
that's a lot.
That's great. That's good numbers.
The
But,
Bucks, I just don't know what to yeah.
Tampa Bay. No.
Oh, and by the way, the Bills are on my dumpster fire list right now because I don't know what to think of them from owner to all the way down to the bottom at this moment.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're in the dumpster fire list for me, folks. Vikings 28, Lions 19.
Boy, that was a scary one for Minnesota, I thought.
Lions came out of the gate, and actually, as we do this podcast on Tuesday, they fired like their whole offensive staff.
Really?
They fired their offensive coordinator. They fired their offensive line coach, and they fired some other offensive coach.
Really?
So, yeah, they whacked them, man. They whacked the whole lot of them. Done. Get your bags out of here. And the new offensive coordinator is like Bob Joe Cooter or something. No, seriously, that's like his name.
Really?
Yeah, they were. I guess he was really he worked with Peyton Manning.
Really?
And he was with the Broncos, not as an offensive coordinator, but as, I don't know, Peyton's guy.
Yeah.
So Peyton was really upset when he left this past year.
Well,
So, and even John Fox there, as they said, tried to get him, but Detroit blocked it or something.
really?
Yeah. So he's the new offensive coordinator. I don't know what maybe this will be a whole new Lions coming out this week. I don't know. I mean, how much can you change offensively in a week? But then look at the Dolphins.
Yeah.
They had 2 weeks. But the Vikings, man, even if they pull it out at the end, they still do.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they pulled that one out. That was mostly Bridgewater that pulled that one out.
Yeah, because Adrian Peterson supposedly ate something bad. So he wasn't much of a factor. Did he play even?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he played even. I'm not sure either. I was, Saints 27, Colts 21.
Wow.
That was not as close as that score.
No.
Saints were just kicking the crap
Crazy.
out of them.
At Indy, too.
They're a team I don't get, the Saints.
They are very...
They look like world beaters one day, and they look like they can't even get out of there. They look like a Keystone Cops thing the next game.
I know.
In the Colts, I think the Colts are just going to have a bad season.
Yeah, it's looking that way.
And they could still win their division. Well, aren't they? This is the first time ever in NFL history that we've had 6 undefeated teams going into Week 8.
Is it really? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. Or 5, 6? No, we got 6 or 5.
6, I think.
We went through this last week too, and couldn't figure it out. And we got a bunch of them anyway.
Yeah.
And I know it's the most. The Colts are the. This is one of those ones where I sit there and go, why didn't I write this friggin' statistic down? Something since whenever they're the first division leader with a losing record.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're 3-4, so they're a losing They have a losing record, so they could still win their division. They'll probably win their division with a losing record. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, right.
That'd be funny though. Falcons 10, Titans 7. I guess I'm stunned. The Titans get blown out the week before by the Dolphins,
kind of the
right?
Same thing. It's like
Didn't they get
1 week they got crushed by Miami.
Yeah, 38-10.
Yeah,
And then all of a sudden, like
they shut Atlanta down.
the Falcons seem to just play barely a hair above their competition.
They're teetering, I think.
Yeah.
But they did it on the ground this time. Freeman ran for 116. I mean,
Not much for Julio.
No, he was complaining, I guess.
He was down by the schoolyard. Yeah. And the Titans was that close with Metzenberger.
Yeah.
Is he any relation to Roethlisberger?
Different burger.
Raiders 37, Chargers 29. That wasn't even as close as it looked.
No, yeah, that was...
The Raiders were ahead by like 30 at halftime.
I think it was 35. I wrote it down, I thought. I think it was like 35-0 at halftime or something.
Them or the Dolphins are just getting hot, but I'm afraid to grasp onto them yet.
Right.
Because I want to see if I want to see them against a little stiffer competition.
Yeah.
To see if it's that. And the Chargers, what's going on with them?
I don't know.
They look like an old boxer that's just leaning on the ropes, hiding their head, going, crap, don't hit me anymore.
Yeah. 1 week, and those Raiders are pesky, like I said.
Oh, yeah. That was your other pesky name, the pesky Raiders.
Yes.
Where's John? Is he still down here? I can't see past the lights, so I don't even know if he's lingering. Pesky Raiders. There we go.
There he is.
Pesky Raiders.
Look into the light.
Look into the light. Cowboys 20, Giants 27. The Cowboys are right there in that game.
Yeah.
They could have pulled it out.
Yeah.
But they're sinking without Romo.
Yeah.
I mean,
they need some help there.
Yeah, but if Romo's the MVP. If he comes back and they start winning, he's the MVP just for that.
Yeah.
Just for that.
And I didn't realize the Giants were on a 5-game losing streak to Dallas. They snapped that with that. I didn't realize
they got swept last year.
Yeah, that's what.
The year before.
That's what I read.
2 years in a row.
They said they snapped a 5-game losing streak against Dallas. So.
And again, here's the thing: Dallas could still come back and win the division in this division.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Speaking of that division, we'll go on to Eagles 16, Panthers 27.
Yeah.
The Panthers are just whooping ass.
They are.
They're just whooping ass and writing the names in the book and keep on moving.
Cam Newton now this was his 4th game in which he ran this season that he ran for a TD and threw for a TD. which is the record is held by Steve Young, who has 7. So he's on track, I guess. They're saying to beat or tie his record.
They could end up with home field advantage.
Fact.
They could end up with home field advantage in this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Their defense is really good.
As long as Newton stays healthy. I mean,
Yeah.
That's the wild card there.
Yeah, don't let that go. Oops. Newton goes down. A lot of teams are held on by glue by these quarterbacks, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Green Bay.
Sure. Pittsburgh.
I don't think Pittsburgh's as reliant, though.
No,
you pulled out a couple.
Yeah, we went 2-2 without Ben, so I can't say too bad.
Yeah, so that's, I don't think Pittsburgh's all about that like the Panthers are. I feel Green Bay is.
Yeah.
For once, I feel Denver, a Peyton Manning team, is not reliant on him.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, Tom Brady, too. If the Patriots if he goes down, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry.
Jace hitting buttons here.
Fat
finger time. Ravens 18, Cardinals 26. The Ravens almost won this game, pulled that off.
Yeah.
Right. They were taking shots at the end zone in the final seconds of the game to tie it?
Yeah. If they got the 2 point.
Yeah. To put themselves in position for a tie.
Yep.
You know what? If you ask me, they're pesky too. For
the Ravens?
Sure. Yeah, for a team that's
absolutely.
Been this, they lost the right side of their offensive line during the game last night.
Yeah.
And they are just, and whoever the new defensive coordinator for the Cardinals is, because Todd Bowles is the head coach of the Jets now, this guy blitzes on a dime.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just like, he was dropping the hammer on Flacco every play.
Right.
And didn't get burned often.
Yeah.
But I was amazed, you're usually going into about your team in the fourth quarter. Oh, they're going into prevent mode. Don't go into prevent mode. Don't go. This guy did not think of that one bit. He was just send everybody.
Yeah.
They're
desperate,
So how'd you do last week?
11-3.
Oh, this is the week that Jay really got me. I went 9-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11-3.
I got whacked around a bit.
I was trying to find. I had a and I can't find it on here, and I can't find it on my phone because they took it off already. I had a good, interesting statistics thing that was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah?
That actually was on. It was on ESPN last week there, and I can't find it. They already removed it. Must have been too old news.
You can bring it next week
if I can find it. I can't find it on the website. I can't find it on my phone. They already removed it. So, but it was some interesting statistics about the players and how.
Oh yeah.
Who you read off the statistics and then think if you could pick which player belonged to the statistics and
they were like a blind look.
Yeah, and it was pretty impressive actually.
Yeah, I've seen them do that before.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes it's amazing. You're like, no shit.
Oh, breaking news.
Giants
agree to terms with must be what's his face. We'll see in a second. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Giants agree to terms with Pierre Paul.
Oh, I saw that brewing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The four-legged, the four-fingered, three-fingered, whatever person.
Yeah, incentive laden 1-year deal.
Yeah, I would think so.
They'll assign him on Tuesday.
He doesn't have much of anything to barter with.
Yeah.
Not that big of a barrel to put over.
Sorry to hold things up there.
No, that's all right. Hey, that's breaking
wish
news.
I could have found that. Yeah.
Breaking news. Which one? I'll do that one.
Listen to Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast every Wednesday wherever you find Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Get a hold of us at Bob and Jay's Pass Rush at gmail.com and at Pass Rush Podcast on Twitter. Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power. And I probably should have said our email and Twitter in the beginning, but it is Bob and Jay's Pass Rush at gmail.com or on Twitter at
Pass Rush Podcast. Pass Rush Podcast.
Pass Rush Podcast.
Pass Rush Podcast. Pass Rush Podcast on Twitter.
Yeah, that's why I usually try to say it a little slower because I know I'll mess
That's
it up.
a tongue twister.
It is.
Say that fast.
Especially when you get the other one is Bob and Jay's Pass Rush, and then it's Pass Rush Podcasts.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll go do our picks for week number 8. Now that we've reviewed week 7.
You want to do winners and losers or no?
Oh, that's right. Oh,
For that,
my,
before we
I cut
move on.
that off too.
Sorry.
I should have done that before I hit the 2.
It's okay.
My winners: Jaguars, of course, Chiefs, Saints, Raiders, and Dolphins.
Mine, New Orleans, Carolina, Arizona, Miami, and St. Louis.
My losers: Buffalo, the Jets, because they have that chance. Colts, because they're going nowhere. Chargers, because they're going nowhere. And the Cowboys, because they're not even going to get a win without Romo.
Yeah. Mine, Buffalo, the Steelers, the Colts also, San Diego, and San Fran.
My overall winner was the Dolphins. Because, coming back off of their just firing their head coach and coming out slamming like that.
Yep, I could agree with that, too.
And my ultimate loser here is Buffalo. Just coming apart at the seams, feels like.
Mine, mine's going to be actually Detroit. They're a mess.
Well, they showed it by firing everybody today, just about.
Yeah.
Okay, now we'll move on to week 8. I figure there's always something I forget. I got the cold this week.
I'm finally feeling better.
Yeah, Jay's feeling better. I think he gave me what he had over Skype. And so I get the head cold. Dolphins, Patriots, Thursday night.
I want so bad to pick Miami, but I really do. But I gotta.
You don't trust it.
I think it's gonna be really close, but I'm gonna go with New England and a squeaker. Miami there, but
You're not getting me off the Patriots for this one. No, I went
hope
that
I'm wrong.
What, 2 weeks ago I went against the Patriots? Yeah, I went with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass I am. But I'll take the Patriots also, no doubt. Lions at Chiefs. I gotta flip a coin.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm going with Kansas City just because they're at home.
You know what? I'm going with the Lions because they fired their whole offensive staff.
Go with the Miami philosophy.
Because the talent's there.
Yeah,
It's
right,
just a matter of putting them in the position to win.
No, yeah.
And I feel as a coach that sometimes is the hardest thing.
Mm-hmm.
But when they get rid of the people who aren't doing it and they get somebody else in to do that job that can put them in the right position, like obviously Miami has done.
Yeah.
It's an easy fix. So I'm going with the Lions on that one. Believe me, that was like one of those, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, there's some tough ones this week again.
Chargers at the Ravens. This is another one. Oh, who do I pick?
I'm going with San Diego.
You know what? Every time I seem to have a game like this that is close and I don't pick the Ravens, they're pesky.
Yeah,
like I said, they're on my pesky list. I'm going with the Ravens. They're at home, and it seems like the more beat up they get, the better they play.
Yeah,
And I think the Chargers. I feel that the Chargers game against the Raiders was almost a backbreaker for them, a spirit breaker. You know what I mean? Because they just looked like they looked like they were sitting there going, "What in the hell happened?" They have no idea. They had that look of like coming in and finding your wife with another man, and you had no clue. Like, what? It was just not good. Bengals, Steelers. Well, I know who you're picking.
I'm going all the way, baby. We'll finally show what the Bengals are.
Bengals? You're picking the Steelers, obviously.
Yep.
Until I see Ben on the field, I'm going to go with the Bengals until I see Ben on the field.
Yeah.
Then when I see Ben on the field and he's slinging it around like he did in the first couple of games of the season, I'm back on the Steelers.
Oh, and he'll have all his weapons, too, this
Yeah.
time, which he didn't have at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Which will be huge.
I just wonder first game back, and everything. So I'm a little weary on that. I'm going to play it. I don't know if you call it playing safe. I'm going with the undefeated team with the Bengals.
I'm going to call it my upset pick of the week, I think.
Going with the Steelers with the upset pick?
I think so. I think that's safe.
Is taking the Lions an upset pick over the Chiefs?
I don't know.
That might be hard to pick that one. Titan. Oh, here's another one.
Yeah,
Titans
I know this one.
against the
I didn't even pick one yet. I'm gonna just pick one on the fly here. I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
I don't know. I picked the Texans. I went home
No
team.
Arian Foster this week, so
Yeah. Well, they didn't have him for the first bunch of weeks and everything.
that's true.
I'm just going with the Texans because they're at home.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if Mariota's playing. So
Yeah.
I-
That's true. So,
to be honest with you, can we just skip that game completely? Nobody needs to watch it. Sorry, Texans and Titans fans. I'll take Texans anyway. Vikings at Chicago.
I'm going with Chicago.
You're believing in that Jay Cutler won't just go ping pong.
That could be my upset pick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Minnesota's been kind of just chugging along there the last couple of weeks, and I'm just going to go with Chicago. That's all I'm going to say.
The Vikings seem to be, finding a way to win at the end of these games. So I'm going with the Vikings. I don't know if that's an upset pick either. I don't know if I have an upset pick this week because I don't know if I do. There's a couple I really thought about taking the other way. But I'm going with the Vikings on that. Bucks at Falcons.
Atlanta. I'm going Atlanta all the way.
Atlanta will probably win by like a field goal or a point, but I'll take the Falcons on that also. Giants and Saints. Really two teams that are kind of up and down.
I went with New Orleans there.
I did too. I don't. The Giants are, some days they look really good and then they just have a letdown type of game where it's like, ugh. 49ers at the Rams.
I'm going Rams there all the way.
I'm going the Rams with that too. Cardinals against those pesky Browns.
I kind of almost was thinking this might be one of those upset type games, but I went with Arizona.
I went with Arizona. I think it's going to be a close game, though.
Yeah, I think so too. For some reason, I don't know why.
Depending on the quarterback, Manziel starts, it might not be.
Yeah,
especially if their defensive coordinator chucks the kitchen sink at him like he was doing to Flacco there. Jets, the Raiders. This was so. I want to take the Raiders. I do, but I just don't have faith in them yet.
I'm taking them.
Oh,
Oakland.
Jay's taking them.
I'm taking Oakland. Give me some, John.
Woo! Jay's taking the Raiders. I'm taking the Jets. Okay. I don't have. I want to believe in the Raiders, but I'm not there yet. If they beat the Jets and have two really good weeks, then they'll start being at the top. But they're pesky. Seahawks, Cowboys.
Seattle. I think this is going to be a close one too, but for some reason,
I don't think so.
No,
until Dallas comes up with a quarterback named Tony Romo.
Yeah, that's true, but. Seattle has been kind of, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't see it. The Cowboys always seem to fall apart in the second half of the games, and it's been their quarterback play.
Yeah.
I mean, they've gone to the Castle now. Who else are they going to sign?
All right.
Ryan Mallett, he's free. He just got cut by the Texans for sleeping.
Yeah, because he can't make his plane.
You're an NFL pro football player. And you can't make your plane because it's the second time this year you overslept.
Right, overslept.
Sorry. It's just dumb.
Well.
Dumb. And he's got to be making... Let me take your giant paycheck away from you because you can't wake up.
Yeah.
Junior. Oh, what an idiot. If he's got that problem, I'll go down there. If you give me his paycheck, I'll make sure he gets to the game on time. Yeah. Just give me his paycheck. Packers at Broncos.
Battle of the undefeateds. I'm going with Green Bay.
I am too. I know Denver's offense tends to wake up for a couple of big scoring plays per game. But unfortunately, I think the Packers are going to be ringing that bell too much.
And they were off last week too, right? I think
both of them were.
Oh, they both were. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How rare is that?
Yeah.
See two teams. Usually, every team that has 2 weeks off or more rest is playing Buffalo. So at least that's how I feel anyway. Colts at the Panthers.
Back Carolina there all the way. Indies.
Yeah, and apparently I can't spell because for me it's the Colts at the Panthers. Obviously, I was writing it quickly at the end. It's the Panthers. I'm Cam Newton. I play for the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers. I'm picking the Panthers also. They're going to definitely be undefeated. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Look at this. We've been cranking this out in pretty much a half hour.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice. Been doing it good. Jay's in person, so it's every other week. Jay should be via Skype next week.
We'll see. I hope I'm done with all this cold stuff. We'll see.
It's cold and hangover season's over for Jay.
Yes.
So, next week we'll actually have totals on where we are because it's about halfway mark.
Yeah.
So we'll have totals on where we are in the
picks segment.
To see who's brutalized and who's not.
I think we're going to be pretty close, to be honest.
I didn't have an upset pick.
Wait. Oh, you didn't have one? Well,
I didn't. I don't. Well, some of them I tend to wonder. I mean, is the Saints an upset over the Giants? I don't know.
I don't know. I would think. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to beg off on the upset, I guess, this week because I just can't find one.
Detroit at Kansas City, maybe? I don't know.
That one. I don't know. Yeah, what we should have done is we should have done an upset pick and you get an extra win for that or something.
Bonus.
We should have done that in the beginning. That would have made it more of an interesting,
if your bonus
race.
Pick wins, or if your upset pick wins, you get a bonus.
Yeah, that I think that would have made it a little bit more really trying to switch a pick. Then I'm not gonna pick the Colts over the Panthers. So
no.
All right, then we will again. You can find us, Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast, anywhere that you get Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour, and you can get a hold of us, send us your picks, yell at us or whatnot at Bob and Jay's PassRush@gmail.com or
at Pass Rush Podcast on Twitter.
And we'll see you in week number 9, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
From Homebrew Studios, this has been Bob and Jay's Pro Football Podcast, brought to you by Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.